Hello everyone, this is Storm, and welcome to another mod review. This time I have found two different mods that are compatible with each other, and I will be showing both of them. But first I'm going to be showing you the Archimedes ships mod, which I have set up here, a little demonstration. So first of all I'm going to go through the crafting recipes of all the essential blocks that you're going to need. So I have two chests set up here. So the most important block you're going to need to use this mod once you've installed it is the helm block, which you craft like this. So 4 sticks, piece of iron, and 4 oak planks, or I think any plank works. You can check that out on the wiki or the Minecraft forums, which I'll have in the link, or in the description, which I will have a link for in the description below. So the next two blocks that are important, depending if you want to build a boat or a airship, are the air balloon blocks and the floater blocks. So the air balloon, of course, you need for airships, and it's simply a piece of wool and a piece of string, and you'll get an air balloon block. The wool can be any colour, and I will show you creative inventory so you can have any colour air balloon, but they aren't all that nice. They're quite pale, and I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of all the colours, though there are some quite nice ones, I think. This green one is quite nice, and the orange is okay. It depends what your taste is like. And also something important, not that important, but if you're building a dock or an airship little place to park, I don't know, then this might come in handy. The shore buffer, which is just a floater which you craft like this and an ink sink. And to build the floater which you need for ships to stay above the water is an oak wood log and a piece of wool. This can only be one colour, but I think all kinds of wool work in here as well. So let's just take all the blocks and I'll put them down and show you. You can build a passenger seat, because you can have passengers on your airship or normal boat, but they can't be standing because it's just a big mess then. So you need a passenger seat for them to sit down in. And also some nice little additions are these gauges. There's two types of gauges. The first one is almost the same as the other one, just need 2 more glass panes because this one has 2 extra gauges on it. So I'll show you those in just a sec. So, air balloon block, I already showed you. It's just a nicer wool texture really. Then the floater block, it's nothing special really, and the shore buffer is the same except darker because you added ink sacs. So there's that, and I'll put down, let's see, some wood I think, and put down these 2 gauges. So this is the first one. As you can see, it only has 2 markers on it, and this one has 4. This one at the top left corner on both of them always points to north. So if I put it down here, it points the same way, even though the orientation is different. So that's just a compass. The second one is ground speed, so speed you're moving along the ground. Every full circle is 80 kilometers per hour on both of these. And this one, which isn't on this one anymore, so these two are airship related. This one is your altitude, and this one is your altitude speed, how fast you're going up or down. So there's that. Yeah, that's basically it. I'll show you the passenger seat, because I didn't actually put any in these two. But I'll show you something later, which you'll see I built earlier. So little seats, you can't actually sit on them. I don't know how it works. You probably have to get someone to drive a ship and then have people sit in the chairs, probably. That would be my guess. I don't have anyone to try it out with, unfortunately. So, yeah, let's empty my inventory. There we go. And I'll just show you how the ship works. I built a dock with these floaters. I didn't explain what the floaters or these buffers do, actually. So, these are a block type that will not be included in the ship that you built. So every single block, apart from water, lava, grass, dirt, stone, sand, gravel, and a few other ones, they're listed on the forum, you can check that out. They won't be added by default to your ship. So water isn't going to be connected to it, and neither will this buffer block be, because it's connected, but it's deliberately so you can, walk onto your ship. But it kind of bugged out, and let's put the time today. It kind of bugged out, and it didn't go in its place. So yeah, there you go. So to operate the ship, you just right-click on your helm, and you can see we're bobbing up and down a bit because we're in a boat. And to drive the boat, you just use WASD keys. The way you're looking doesn't impact the direction you're going in, so it's just the arrow keys, and you destroy lily pads too, which is nice. Let's go into third person mode. So you can see we're kind of bobbing up and down, just going around. Although if the water, the water is too shallow, so the bottom of the ship gets stuck on those blocks. So let's try and go around. See that little outcropping there? Got us stuck for a bit. And so did that one right there. So it can get quite annoying. You need at least a 2-block deep canal, I guess, for your ship to work properly. Otherwise it can get stuck. If you press... what was it? If you press equal, then your ship will align to the grid of the Minecraft world. So obviously I can't get out of the boat like this, really. I mean, I can, but you can't place blocks diagonally on the world. So you have to press equal sign, it will align it with the world, and then you can get out with pressing E. Oops. Let's get back into first person. So it aligned the ship automatically, and it placed it back. So let's try back to our little dock, if I can find it. This is the mountain, so it's in that general direction. Try not to get stuck on these little ridges underwater, just like a real ship. Let's go around, oh dear. So you press the W to speed up, S to slow down, and A and D to steer. So I'm going to slowly drive into this little dock I built. Hopefully it works this time. Slow down, and press E. Oh dear, can't decompile. Okay, well it's bugging out again, which is a shame. Get rid of those. So if you can't put it back into the world, then it will stay an entity. You can't move it though. And it won't place the blocks back in the world, and you can't edit it. So what we have to do is get back in, press F5, come out into the free water, and then press E again. And it should be fixed. Yeah, it is. You can edit it now. So I guess you need to build a bigger dock than I did. I thought it would be big enough, but apparently not. So I'll show you how. Well, oh, I didn't show the gauges. Oh, damn it. Oh well. Show you on the airship. So there's 2 floater blocks on the bottom and 5 floater blocks up here. So just to make sure it doesn't sink and the water doesn't come above this level. The chair, you don't need the chair there if you don't want to. So you can drive it like this, but I thought it would look nice. And you can have a passenger as well. I thought it was a fish for a second, just a lily pad. So that's that. Next I'll show you the airship. It made a little staircase. Oh well, it's an air balloon, not an airship. So I'll show you the gauges on this one too. So get in, left click to, or right click to get in, and WASD to move around, speed up, slow down, turn left and right, and to go up and down use X to ascend and Z to descend. So watch the gauges. So the compass is always pointing north. So north is that way. So yep, that way. And our speed is slowly rising. So you can see our altitude and the fact that we're going up. If I go down, then that will go down because our speed is higher going down. So let's keep going up. I'm going to go up to this mountain and show you something I have built earlier, and also the other mod that I have installed, because this is just one mod so far. If I can make it up the mountain, so you can see our speed is rising slowly, altitude is going up. So here's something I built earlier. It's pretty cool. It took some time, I guess, not too long. Let's just slow down and get out. There we go. So it's going to get hard. Going to be hard to get back in, but oh well. So I'm going to show you this later, but before I do anything with that, I'm going to demonstrate the other mod I have installed, and they are compatible. So completely different creators, but they are compatible. So this is the parachute mod, which is actually really cool. It's like an airship basically. You can go up and down, but I'll show you in a minute. First of all, these are the crafting recipes. So your parachute is 3 pieces of wool. I think this can be any colour. 2 pieces of string and a piece of leather. Just get that. And you need a ripcord to get your parachute out. Activate it, I guess. I don't know technical terms. So you're going to need that. It's just a piece of iron and 2 pieces of string. Very simple recipes for both the airships and the parachute mod. And also there's a auto activation device, which I haven't gotten to work properly, but you take your ripcord, piece of redstone and a redstone comparator. So that's a bit more of a hassle to build, I guess. But it didn't work for me. Basically what it does is when you're 15 blocks above the ground, it will automatically deploy your parachute. So that didn't work for me. I don't know why. I probably did something wrong, but oh well. So you put your parachute in your chest plate slot. So you can't have a chest plate while you're wearing this. And let's, I guess, jump off the mountain. So jump and... oh! Damn it. Oopsie daisy. So you want to hold your ripcord. Dear. Sorry about that. So you're going to hold your ripcord, jump and left click, and your parachute will automatically deploy. So this isn't controlled with WASD. It's controlled with the W key only, and maybe S as well, I'm not sure. But you go where you're looking. So if I want to go that way, you look that way and you'll turn slowly. Now you can go up, I just showed you, by holding space. So, oh look, there's our boat. It's basically a warm airlift, I think it was called on the forum page. So, burst of warm air to throw you up into the air. It's very cool actually. Oh yeah, there it is. So, you can do little stunts, I guess. I'm going to try and go through this hole I tried before and failed miserably. Let's go into first person mode. Don't need to hold your ripcord anymore. Oh dear. Slow down. Come on. Don't. There we go. So I just about made it through. It's pretty close. But yeah, some cool stuff you can do with this. Let's go back and I'm going to show you what I have built over here. And I'll just land with this quickly, hopefully. So I think the S key slows you down a bit. I'm not sure. Good. So just slowly glide to the ground. And it'll automatically go away once you're close to the ground, so you'll drop a few blocks, but you won't get damaged at all. There you go. And your parachute gets automatically repacked into your bag, so you can go jump off again. So there's that. And I just screwed up, so I need to get to the ground quickly. Or can I put it away? No, you need to go to the ground to get out of the parachute. Let's make it daytime. There we go. So what is this I've built? Well, this is a hideous looking airship which I have decided not to put a balloon on top, but rather make it look like some futuristic steampunk bus. An Airbus. Very imaginative name. So, how does this work then? Actually, I need to do this one sec. Pull the lever. So, this is a passenger ship, so you get on like this. Some seats for everyone to sit down. Then there's, of course, captain's deck with some gauges I showed you. Now, if I can't actually go yet because the doors are open, and of course there are more than 48 blocks in the ship, so there's a limit for how many blocks you can have. So I need to close the doors first and unmount the ship from its holster dock thing, and now it is only connected to these buffer blocks, so I can create the ship like that. It looks a bit weird, the lighting isn't working, but you'll have to excuse that. So now I can go and fly away from the dock, and hopefully not into the mountain. So yep, goes up and down. Now if you want some information on your ship, you can type /as info, and it'll show you some info about your ship. So it's an airship, which its position is right there. Its speed was 1.29 kilometers an hour when I typed the command. It's made up of 600 blocks, and 302 blocks are balloon blocks, which is about 50-50%, as it says. And you need at least 40% of your ship to be made of balloons for it to fly. So keep that in mind. So you can't have one balloon block for it to fly. You need at least 40% for it to be able to fly. Otherwise, it just drop to the ground. You won't get killed or anything, but it's quite annoying. So yeah, let's actually go back into my parking spot. It's actually quite tricky once you turned, but I just turned. Whoops. Let's just align with equals. There we go. Go down. I actually made all these buffer blocks so I can land easier. There we go. And just reverse in. And watch the levers so I know when to stop. So any one of these levers is okay. And just press E. There we go. So you need to lock the ship in place and open the doors. And we can go. So it's very simple. I'll show you how it works. These levers are connected to some redstone that activate some of these, all of the pistons here, which lock the ship into place. These are all redstone blocks, which are connected to this wire that goes inside the ship and comes out the other side to this redstone torch, which deactivates this piston. So if I pull the lever, let's do it from outside, the pistons will retract. This will not be powered any longer, thus the torch will turn on and the piston will extend. So that's basically it. When this is powered, it registers the redstone blocks as part of the ship, and because they are connected to the pistons, which are connected to the wood, which is connected to the mountain, it's more than 2048 blocks, so it registers as too big and won't let you fly. So yeah, I don't know if you can recognize it, the bus shape. It's kind of like a double-decker bus, but in ship form. And of course it's only got one deck because you need all these balloons for it to fly. So there's that. Let's try and... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the ship. I'm going to need to break in. There we go. And fly away so I can show you a bit easier. Go up a bit. And press E to, there we go, into the world. So you can't get out when you're in the middle of the air, because there's no redstone to activate the torch, or deactivate the torch. So I don't know if you can see the bus resemblance, probably can't, but I know, I thought it looked pretty cool, even though nothing like this could fly in real life, maybe a bit fiction type thing. So yeah. Oh, we've still got a parachute on, so good to have like an action scene with a superhero like flying off the top of the bus. The futuristic airbus. And fly to his ship in the sea and drive away. So yeah, you could do some cool stuff with this. And they are compatible, so parachute mod and the ship, Archimedes ship and Airship mod 2. So let's try and make it to our ship. Although, yeah, let's try and do that. And escape from the evil villain not following us, because I'm in single player. So, yeah. By the way, these are both multiplayer compatible mods because they use Minecraft Forge, which is like mod loader 2.0, but better than mod loader, a lot better than mod loader. So let's try and land on the docks maybe. Oh, there we go, in the water. Make it to our boat. Swim a little bit, get on, and drive away into the sunset. It's not sunset though, which is a shame. Oh, we can see the gauges now. Thanks for watching.